this shit right here was select all squares that have a chimney. When you gotta verify if you are human, bitch, you a robot. How the hell I gotta verify if I'm a human to a robot? Shit's getting out of hand. Computer. Okay, but outside of that, I'm gonna do a quick vlog here. Nothing too crazy. Real quick. Bro. I'm trying to get this handled. Let's put this here. Bro. I'm trying to get my life together, but yeah. So let's see. Let's do this. Oh, I can only do a poll. Man. Benvenuti nella giungla degli fritti. Questo è Impostore Rockstar, e podcast sui segnali. Sono il tuo capo, io sono Gihareh, Julius Caesar, Library of Alexandria. Yeah, that's about it for that, but it's crazy. Somebody said it was an accident. Today's the 19th. Oh, man. I'm trying to think, I'm trying to think of time, bro. When the fuck did I post the one shit? What time is it now? What time would the other one be? It's almost um, 2, 2. Yeah. I went for a little walk. Short walk. Very short walk. And then, yeah, other than that, you sit back and watch, you know, creations. And destruction. Alright, anything else? Oh, let me see. Oh, if I knew, bro. If I knew. Cause like I could have been whatchamacallit the whole time. I could have been whatchamacallit the whole time. But it's moving around. I'm trying to figure out when did I feel like I edited it that last little John. And then 4 minutes would make it 4 hours. Okay, trying to do my math here. Okay. Basically trying to do a little math here. One, four. Cause I think, bro, I'm trying to figure out what the hell. How the hell this shit went, bro? I think, no. You know how, like, a resurgence, you do something that's urgent. Sometimes you gotta get rid of certain things and purge it. When's the best time to play? Anytime, all the time. I learned that from Bailey. Man, yeah. At the latest. I'm trying to figure out. What up? Ain't that much. Chilling like a villain. No Dragon Ball Z and Krillin. Just chilling, man. For real. Ah, shit. I think I did one goddamn edit. I think I did one fucking edit. I think I posted that shit. I think. I'm just trying to figure out when the fuck I went for a walk. Trying to figure out when I went for this walk. Cause that was before. What you call it. So it's Saturday. It's the weekend. Bro, you know, man, this one shit, bro. It was. You remember, I just finished watching American Gangster. He said, at a certain point in time, Bumpy stopped going out. He said, he stayed in the house, watch newspaper. No, read newspaper, watch TV, play chess. I thought he was trying to avoid the quiet life, but every time you step out, something, bro, just living. And so it's just like, you ever be like, okay, let's just, you wait for a day to end, another day to begin, bro. And you know how you got like small things to worry about, big things to worry about. And then just getting to a point where you have nothing to worry about. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing, no. Then there's those don't worry about nothing ever at all. Hakuna Matata. But I think, matter of fact, I can look at that one video. Shit, I shouldn't touch my eye. Shit. What time is it? It's I don't know. It's like people like this. Like I don't have the time, energy, or patience. Like, what time is it? I hope that shit lets people see that I just blocked them. I hope that shit lets people see that they just got blocked. And I hope other people can see like, oh damn, this nigga just got blocked. Like I hope that every time, like I got a lot of block words. So I hope that every time somebody tries to say something, I hope that shit like, this is a block, your message got sent back. I hope it says that. I hope it says like I just hope niggas know that they're blocked. Like I want that shit to be clear. What time is it too? Okay. So the only whatchamacallit that I kind of sort of wanted to talk about was so this is one shorty, bro. She was on her stream. She was on Twitch. And she was like, "Oh my goodness, Leonardo Fernetti." Bro, butchered this man's name, right? Butchered this man's name. But she ain't know who he was. So, but he had gifted her like 500 subs or what? He did some type of like gift. The gift was 500 something. I don't know, subs, tweets, I don't know how the fuck that shit work on Twitch, right? Donations, I don't know. Whatever it was 500, right? So she doing her thing on Twitch, and he sends that, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, thank you, Leonardo Fernetti, this and that, boom, boom." Butchered this man's name, butchered. So I didn't know who she was, nothing about nothing, right? So then it goes to, I think this might have been like last week or so. Like it wasn't this week. It might have been like a little while ago or whatever, right? I ain't paid too much attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Boom, right? Next thing we know today, it's a video of her in a car next to Leonard Fournette, right? And if you don't know who Leonard Fournette is a running back in the NFL, right? Leonard Fournette is a running back in the NFL. So somehow, some way, he got, you know what I'm saying, he sees her streaming on Twitch. He sends her this gift on Twitch, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, that's everyone wrong." She didn't even know how to pronounce his name. See a video today, she's in the backseat of the car with him. And the only clip I see, this like, it's just a clip, right? You don't know what the rest of the shit, right? So she was like manifesting the backpack. So it's like, well, he like, well, how much the backpack cost? She was like, now mind you, the first time I heard about this backpack was Reggie. So Reggie, I'm not sure what connection. Oh, first time I ever seen Reggie, he was on Casanat when Casanat did his little non-stop 24/7 stream. That's the first time I seen Reggie, right? First time I seen Reggie. But Reggie was on some like joking Kai. So like Reggie be on some, like he just be on joke time. Like, so Reggie regular, like Reggie just be streaming or whatever. Reggie just had a little internet beef with DDG. Like, it was, so Reggie, this and the third, right? But the first time I heard about this backpack, Reggie like, yo, these dudes really got bread. Like, this backpack cost 30,000. Like, this backpack cost 30K, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how Reggie was sitting there talking about, like, this backpack cost 30K, gang. Like, they really got bread. Like, this and the third, boom, boom, boom. So that's my first time hearing about this backpack. But that put it on my mind, like, cause you know, you like, well, what are the streamers? It's like well, for the most part, it's like Twitch streamers. I don't know about YouTubers, but the YouTube on Twitch streamers is like, they use this backpack. You be wondering like, what the hell do they use to like stream and vlog? So he's like, the first time I hear about this backpack is Reggie. Reggie was like, yo, this backpack costs like 30K. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really got bread that had this type of backpack. So she was like, yeah, I'm manifesting this backpack. He was like, well, Leonard Fournette, like, well, how much the backpack cost? So she was like, like, it's expensive. I don't know. Like, bro, he's like, yo, if you a streamer, you should know how much this backpack costs. It's that third boom, boom. She was like this shit like 30K. Like, he was like, don't worry about it. When we finish, you know what I'm saying? When we get to what you want, I'm gonna make sure before you leave for the day, I'm gonna make sure you got this backpack. Bro, ain't tricking if you got it, right? It ain't tricking if you got it. So, so I'm like, so I go to look up like who she is or whatever, right? So, so all I did was, I went to the comment section. I went to the comment section, and you know, niggas is, you know what I'm saying? People is like, I don't know if they mad or what. It was like, bro, this what we talking about, bro. This nigga, like, he got the money. You know what I'm saying? He got the money. And it was like, he ain't have to spend this much on this and the third. But somebody else, oh, do I got this shit still? Somebody else in the comments was on some shit like, well, shit. They said she gonna be necking him up by the end of this, you know what I'm saying? Or he probably already clapped. Or well, we don't know. We don't know. This is just all whatchamacallit. But I'm sitting here looking at her in the back of this shit. I'm like, yo, bro, like, she all right, bro. So I'm like, yo, I don't know who she is. Like, I had went to the comments originally to find out, like, did anybody know who she was? I didn't know who she was or whatever. So, but when I went back at the video, all her socials is at the bottom of the video. And one of them say, like, YouTube. So I go to her YouTube, and so I'm like, so I go to check. So going to her YouTube, she been like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was at that streamer prom. She was like, she been like different places. Like, so when, oh my goodness, bro. I only watched one of her videos. She was, so I clicked the one where she was at streamer prom. And this was just a funny shit. So like, there was like this Popeyes backdrop, and Krishan comes up and she was like, Krishan, if this outfit could speak, what would it say? I was like, oh. She was like, last minute. Hey, bro. And then whoever the one guy was, so mind you, she's like super like she's like super bubbly, like happy-go-lucky type of person. But I'm sitting here looking at her, I'm like, yo, she fine as shit. So, like, at the streamer prom, because you know how, like, okay, there can be, like, certain people who got, like, a certain amount of followers, influences, and a third. And, you know, she not one of them, right? But she's there. She not one of the people who got, like, over the top, this, and a third. But she fine as shit. And so, like, that be a thing. So, because I'm looking at her, I'm like, yo, she got this gold dress on. I'm looking at her, and I'm like, yo, she got this gold dress on. I'm like, yo, she fire as shit. But she just, like, she not one of them top main streamers that you sit there and know about. So that was one. But her whole shit say Blasian and this, that, and the third, boom, boom, boom. So then, but that, like, if you just see those two clips, like, her in the back of the seat, she in the back of the, like, yeah, like, bro, because I don't know who she is. I ain't never really done a third. So, the fact is like, okay, Leonard Fournette, is her and Leonard Fournette in the back of the car. And like, when you see what she got on, you like, so yeah, she fired, bro. Like she fired, bro. So it's a couple things here. There's a couple things here with shit like this, right? So Leonard Fournette, again, he's a NFL running back, right? So let's say he good. So there's two things here, right? Mind you, she's really good with like I don't, you know how like a girl can try to play some shit off or this and the third, boom, boom. Like he was like, yeah, we want to make sure you get this backpack. She was like, but stop playing. Like, come on, don't lie to me. Like, don't this and the third. Like, so she low key gassing it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But making it seem like, nah, you playing. Like, you're not really about this and the third. Like, but he like, no, I'm gonna make sure like, if you know people who can get you some shit and this and the third, if man, it's only fair, it's only right. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So she was like, nah, you playing. But anyway, we going this and the third. She was like, what was it called? We outside the restaurant, we waiting on. Mind you, okay. So here's another thing with that. Another thing with that, she was on some. She was like, oh, we're in front of Saint Noir's like rest cafe or whatever, and we're waiting on, and he's like the owner. So Cam Newton talked about this. He was like, you know, everything has a price or whatever. He talked about this and he was like, everything has a price. So he was like, oh, if I want such and such at this time of the day, it's nothing to be like, okay, how much is it gonna cost for y'all to keep the restaurant open later and make me this, whatever, just because I want it, like whatever that cost is, I'm gonna pay it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that cafe was like if it was not open or if it was open or anyway, they're waiting on the owner, right? They're waiting on the owner of the cafe. So I don't know if he like rented the whole cafe out for the day or if it was like before the shit opens and they're there. Was it closed on this day? I don't fucking know. But like these are those type of moments or whatever. So and I'm basically trying to say like on some boss shit. Okay. Like there was this one shit when Drake, I forget who it was, but Drake had like the whole stadium, like ain't nobody at the stadium but Drake and whoever the girl was, right? That's boss type shit. So when they was like, yeah, we waiting on the owner, I don't know if it was on some, yeah, like I'm trying to say like I don't know if it was like, yeah, I bought this shit out for the day for us. You know what I'm saying? The owner and it's gonna be it's just gonna be me, you, and whoever they got the cooking and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Waiting for the owner to come open this shit up with the, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Or if the restaurant was closed and yeah, I done paid for the owner to come open this shit up for the day and we got a profit, you know what I'm saying, thing. Or if the shit was closed, yeah, if this shit was closed, or if it was before the shit opens, I don't know, I didn't know the real context of this shit, right? But it was waiting for the owner to come open up the shit and do whatever they gotta do, whatever. So it's a couple things here. Everybody in the comments is on some, this the shit I be talking about, bruh. Like, you ain't gotta, whatchamacallit, what up. It was like, you ain't gotta spend 30K on, you know what I'm saying, just for the neck and the clap, you know what I'm saying, the hit. You ain't gotta do all that, bro. It was like, it's like, these are just conversational pieces, you know what I'm saying, that like people were just in the comments saying. Let me just do that then. If I gotta put the comments, whatchamacallit, where's that one at? So in the comments, somebody said, this is the reason why, they coming at him, right? And these is like rich nigga problems. Like, and these is, bro, it's a lot to like unpack here, right? Because they was like, yo, he's the reason why women don't feel like they have to better themselves or try to get better, do better, any fucking thing, right? So that was one. But then it's like other people who kind of understand, like I said, if you go to her page, she's on YouTube, she's on Twitch, she's on like Instagram, like she's on different shit. And mind you, I just told you she was at Streamer University. Like, if you go to her shit, like, she been, whatchamacallit. So, that is this one-time investment. Oh, because now somebody said something, I'm not sure about this. Now, the other part about the backpack shit, right? First time I heard Reggie say this shit, Reggie said, bro, these niggas really got money, bro. Like, that backpack cost 30K, gang. Like, he was sitting here talking like, Reggie, and you, so wherever you think about this and the third, if he is sitting there saying this shit is expensive, that's one. Then she comes on the shit with Leonard Fournette, and she tell him like the shit like it's 30K. You know what I'm saying? So I go to look at this shit up. I'm like, how much is this a TVU backpack cup, right? Look good, and you can try this for yourself. TVU backpack. So, because one of the things is like, what the fuck do these streamers use to like, whatchamacallit, like, you know me, I'm from my phone and shit, but like, they don't necessarily, like, they'll have their phone in their hand, this and the third, boom, boom, and like, they be streaming from something else, like, and they got a cameraman, all this shit. So, she was like, she also said 30K. I looked this shit up, bro. You cannot find a price for this. Like, and you know how like you know how something's expensive, and you like, damn, what the fuck is that? How much this shit cost? That's how you know this shit expensive, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you Google this shit, you're not gonna see a definite price, because it's gonna depend on what model you want, which version. This is going how many what the features you want. The most you're gonna figure out is how much it costs to rent this shit, and it's like rent this shit. 1,200. They did, from what I saw, it was like 1,200 for a day, 4,800, almost 5,000 for a week. So it's like, so it probably, if that shit was true, it probably do cost like 30K to actually own it. And I'm not sure. Now, mind you, this is what somebody else said, and I wasn't sure. It did, when I looked it up, it do say something about a contract. It do say something about a contract. So dude was saying, if he's smart, then if he actually get the shit, if he get her the book bag or whatever, I think he was saying that it's somewhere in that contract that the shit do be like about residuals, and he gonna be able to get money off of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So even if he was to buy her this backpack, then if whether it works out or not, or this and the third, boom, boom, this person said, like, this part I'm not sure about. I'm not sure if this is true or not. But he was like, that in the contract it says something about residuals. And so he could probably eat off her, however far she goes with streaming and this and the third, that's an investment that he made. Like, all right, yeah, boom, I done pay her, like, I done bought this shit, but now I'm just getting that money back. You know what I'm saying? On some whatever. So that was one thing, right? The whole backpack shit. The other part of this jank was, so there's a couple things here. Like, let's say he genuinely, truly, like, he was interested in her. You know what I'm saying? Let's say he was interested in her. How would he ever, now this is the whole thing about social media and whatnot, right? One of the things about social media was that, like, the shit kept you grounded. Like, before then, it was a nigga, all a nigga knew was, he knew, I'm trying to use some regular, yeah. He knew Shaquita from down the street, and he knew, I'm trying to think of another girl name. He knew Shaquita, he knew, why the fuck can I not think of a girl's name right now? Okay, he knew Shaquita. And Brianna, damn. He knew Shaquita and he knew Brianna. But they all in the same neighborhood, same block, this and that, boom, boom, boom. But now with social media, now he know, damn, I gotta think of another girl. He know, fuck, I gotta think of another girl name. He know Gabriella. Now he know Gabriella lives over here, and Gabriella was like, yeah, I'm flying in town. I'm gonna be here and this and the third, and we can link up at this, shit like that, right? So, but the conversation that I'm trying to say is, let's say Leonard Fournette actually was interested in her, right? So he's like, yo, like, I see you. I see you on the socials and whatnot. Let's say he on stream. Let's say he was just on Twitch and he was just going through, flipping through, and then he was like, oh shit, Like, this bitch fine as hell. How is he ever going to shoot or shoot? You know what I'm saying? How is he ever going to bag her, pull her, whatever? So that's the thing, right? So he, you know what I'm saying? He sent her the little Twitch gift. Fine, fine. You know what I'm saying? He sent her the Twitch gift. Fine. So, but what does that do? That puts, mind you, she did not know how to say his name. She said Leonardo Fernetti, because his name is Little Fernet, like the shit, the way the shit spelled. But I still wouldn't have said Fernetti. Like, so, um, then that is a thing though, right? So, how does he? So, it for, I guess, because those are different things, right? A normal person, a former yeah, yes, bro. I just posted a video. I think I linked this shit in the description box. And but her name Lola. If you click the shit, you can be like, because what I was about to try to do was find the original clip. I was about to try to find an original clip where you see him give her the gift, because she just live streaming. She just live streaming, and then next thing you know, like, she was like, oh, da, 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 but she completely, like, butchers his name. Now, the next time I see it, they in the back of the car, waiting for the owner to come, you know what I'm saying, open up the restaurant. So those are two, like, in rich nigga problems, right? Because, so, like, let's say you was to see a shorty online, if she got whatever going for her or whatnot, for you to try to get her attention. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm trying to phrase things in, like, a positive sense, like, if you just genuinely trying to whatchamacallit, right? If you don't know where she at in this and the third, let's say she got whatever type of following, this and the third. So if you was to just sit here and message her, like, it probably won't show up or this and the third, or you just be in a comment, like, there's plenty of other people comment and leaving likes in this and it, like, these are, like, you know what I'm saying? So he did the whole Twitch shit while she's streaming, and she see that, like, oh, okay, boom. And so now this is, but like, now, like, if we start to break out certain parts of the conversation, it is on some, he, like, so she, like, manifesting this backpack. Why you, this is why you gotta give her a little bit of credit how she, like, spun this shit. Like, manifesting back, like, she just mentioned that in conversation. You know who you sitting next to, and you know the bag that, you know, that he got, so he could, if he really wanted to, like, now these, like, so this gonna lead to another little segment. So she mentions this, you know what I'm saying? Boom. He don't gotta insert himself to be like, oh yeah, I get that for you. 30K, that ain't about nothing, you know what I'm saying? I can help you get that. Yeah, I see what you, but again, it's a couple things here. It ain't tricking if you got it. But damn, like, it's shit like that though. It ain't tricking if you got it. So it is one thing of, like, if somebody is, but again, like, genuine interest or not, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Like, cause she could have mentioned that, and he could have completely ignored that shit. You see what I'm saying? He could have completely ignored that shit. He did not have to make that offer, right? But either did two things can be true. You know what I'm saying? A man that is really interested, he'll hear some of that shit like, oh shit, okay, boom, like, I see what you're doing, I see what you're working on, and this is gonna help you continue to do that. That's, you know what I'm saying, I'm investing in you to help you continue on this path. Like, that is one thing. But a nigga that's trying to hit too probably would say this. A nigga that's trying to hit too with the bag, he better say the same shit. Like, so it's a game. Why we playing games? But that's a game that, you know what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason I say this though, I'm like, I at least, the way she kind of, like, went about shit, kind of, sort of. So, uh, dude, now he also posts the text messages. You know what I'm saying? He also posts the text messages. So he was like, um, Shorty want me to pull up with food and smoke her out. So he was like, all I get out of this is debt. Like, that's what he posted on the social media, right? And so, of course, people go to chime in about this and the third, boom, boom, boom. Well, he posted that as a status. He was like, Shorty want me to come over with food, smoke her out. And he was like, so all I get out of this is debt? Like, why the fuck? And so in the comment, though, I think he replies in the comments and he was like, I can't make this up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He posted a text message thread. So in the text message thread, he said something. He said that, right? He says that to her. And matter of fact, he told her, this is what he told her. He said, oh, I already ate. You know what I'm saying? I caught Kroger before they closed. I got that $5 meal. You know what I'm saying? I think Kroger or whatever, like you get that $5 box of chicken or something. He was like, yeah, I caught that before they closed. You know what I'm saying? Like I already ate. She still said you could pull up with food and smoke her out. So she said, oh, you can still grab some food. And then so he says, so all I get out of this is the debt? And she was like, it's gonna bring a smile to my face. He was like, I can do that shit from home. I can do that shit from home. Bro, the Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch. But in the comments, somebody said, it be the principle, Smokey. It be the principle, Smokey. So, dude in the comments said, she didn't even have to like say all that and do all that, cause if she did not say that and do all that, you probably would have pulled up with food and gas anyway. But because she said and did that in the third, well, it's the principle, Smokey. It's like, Oh, now, back to that part. Now, it was the whole, so the one conversation, I forget how somebody said it, because I forget what the woman part is. But it was like, for a man, well, I'm not sure if the quote even comes from 50 Cent, but I feel like it was 50 Cent was on the meme or whatever. But it was like, as a man, if you lead with money, then don't be mad when that's what she want from you. And I think the only thing I can think of right now is on the flip side. For women, is like, don't lead with your body and then be mad that's all the nigga want. And for a man, don't lead with money and then be mad that's all she want. So, I don't know, like, and then like, if you, cause like I said, like, if you see Shorty, you know what I'm saying, it is like, boom, you know what I'm saying, like, she's legit, and however you want to whatchamacallit, bro, just from, the way it kind of whatchamacallit, bro, it looked like she know how to, like, manage that space of however she wants to be within the, like, I'm just, for lack of a better word, the celebrity realm, right? However you want that shit to go. She knows how, like, what to say, what to do, like, type shit, on some cool type shit. Like, whether you knew her true intentions or not, she keep a smile on her face, too. So, what I'm thinking is just, like, yeah, later down the line, right? Later down the line, you know what I'm saying? For whoever that tries to take her serious or whatever, right? And it's like, for instance, would you or would you not want to know? That's some shit, right? Or do you just assume? Would you or would you not want to know, or would you just assume and just keep it pimping, keep it pushing? Like, you know what? That ain't none of my business. But let's say down the line, let me put myself in. I'm just putting myself in the situation. Let me just talk like that, right? So it's just on some. Let's say I meet her or whatever, And then I'm like, oh damn, you got a backpack? And then me knowing she was in the back of the car and asked this nigga for the backpack, and this nigga said he was gonna get her one, and they went out to eat and they went for dinner, and this nigga done spent 30K. Like, damn it, I'm in the backpack cost 30K, and he done spent this much on whatchamacallit. And like, he's like knowing that, right? Like, damn, this nigga probably clapped. Nigga probably caught the neck, all this and third, boom, boom. You don't know how long for that, and for how long, for how much, none of that shit, right? None of that shit. So, um, yeah, like, can you look past something like that, right? Can you look past something like that? Can you look past? But and this is what this is just a conversation. It's just conversation with boom, 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 right? Can you look past something like that? And let's say it's like, damn, like, how do I say? Um, knowing like, okay, boom, like that's something that probably happened. Like, boom, right? That ain't none of your business. That was before she even knew you existed. That's the shit down. It's just me. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, because the one part is like for her, right? Let's say she she's like manifesting this backpack, boom, boom, boom. She don't know how she gonna get it. She knows she ain't got, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, boom. And then let's say she get the backpack, bro. You mad at her for how she got it? She wanted the backpack, bro. You know, she don't know how long it was gonna take. How long is it? She don't know none of that. You mad at her? Would you be mad at her, bro? You know what I'm saying? She get the backpack today, tonight. Outside of that, who knows how it would have had to happen? Who knows? Who knows? So, um, it was just a conversation. It was just a conversation to have, right? What, that's, I'm not sure how else to really articulate that, right? But, because, mind you, it's not, well, see, and so that was another thing about the 30K, right? It's 30K for this backpack. But 30K is what? A new car, potentially a down payment on a house. Like, it'd be shit like that. It'd be shit like that that other people start to think about. So, because you know, like, that is a thing, right? To be like, oh, it's one thing to talk about having a certain amount of money and like, okay, I would spend it on this. But then when you actually get it, it's like, you know? For instance, let's say it's 30K. Let's say he was to actually give her the 30K. Like just cash. Just like here's 30K. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that she would then get the backpack? Or do you think she'd be like, shit, I got 30K, let me go get a car? Or shit, I got 30K, let me go get some land. And it'd be one thing to sit there and talk. But then when you got the money and he's like, shit, I think it's to one talk like this, but then the boom. And then you see, because you know how people just judge for whatever, right? How you how you spend your money, right? How you spend your money. But that's something that people will look at, right? And that is a whatchamacallit, bro. That's a real whatchamacallit, bro. Like for something that and you actually are passionate and you really believe in this shit, right? And you trying to invest in it, you trying to grow with it. That's an actual shit, bro. That's an actual shit, bro. Like, she could be like, yo, I'm boom. You know, like that's too. And so so the other part of that though is like, let's say he like, all right, nah, boom. Here is the motherfucking backpack. Here's the backpack that 30,000 backpack you wanted. Here is that. You have to do. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So, but that is a conversation of like, if he gave her 30K and she bought the backpack, that's some shit you really gotta look at. Like, damn, like, nah, they really investing into a craft, lifestyle, a hobby design third. Just, you know what I'm saying, to see it pay off later. That's because I guess the scary part though would be like, what if it don't? The scary part is like, what if it don't pay off? The scary part is like, what if it don't pay off? And then it's like, well, why wouldn't it? And how couldn't it? It'd be those type of shit, right? It'd be those type of shits. So another thing was, now I saved this so I can like post this shit later, but I just gotta edit. I'm gonna have to edit that shit, post it up, chop it up. But like, but I like the fact that DJ Khaled said this though, and he was like, he doesn't have an accountant, a financial manager, none of that shit. He was like, I I spend my money. I don't have nobody managing it. I don't have anybody. I don't have no accountants. I don't do none of that. I spend my own money. Go to the comment section. Comment section was like, one, clearly it's working for him, and two, that's how niggas go broke, letting other niggas handle their money, spend their money. I fuck with that shit. Because that was the other thing that happened with Kanye one time. He was like, he canceled all these other shits and was just like, no, I got one card that I'm in control of, and I just that third. So, because DJ Khaled was like, yo, are we being for real now or what? Like, are we keeping it all the way 100? Because he was like, nah, like, because I know I'm spending it on this, I'm spending it on this, and I feel that shit. So, and he was like, it got to be at a balance. So he's like, but I like my balance to be at a surplus and the positives. So he was like, if I gotta feel this shit, then he was like, nah, I need this gig right here. You need me to be where? Like, I'm taking this one. I said no to this gig. No, 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 no. I'm taking that gig. Like, and he was like, bro, like, I'm going to do this gig, this job, show up here, do that. Like, if I start feeling it, when I start feeling that shit, I see this money just being spent. Yeah, yeah, you need me to be where? I'll be over there. I gotta do what gig? I gotta perform where? Do what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I'm picking up this job, that job, you know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm making my guest appearances, my walkthroughs, da-da-da. So, I like that he said that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like that he said that. You know what I'm saying? Just like, nah, boom. So, that would be that's another shit. That's another shit, but that Jane get like so the one thing, if we go back to the Leonard Fournette and the Lola shit, right? The other part about that is like, however the certain shits go, however certain shits go, um, what was I about to say about that shit? Damn, I love making that point. I say it work out or not. She get the backpack. Mm. They could have a legitimate thing. You never know. They could have a legitimate thing. You never know. Um, I'm trying to figure out what was the other point I was gonna make about that shit. But I think it was about her potentially like, oh, so this is one now. This is one of those. Uh, this is one of those taking gifts And if you are not, serious or whatever about the other person, now, because it goes to the question, because I think it's part the, I think we've seen it a couple times. It goes to the question about when getting flown out. And so there were certain shorties that was on some shit like, if you get flown out, like, cheeks. Like, what are we talking, you know what I'm saying? And then it was the line, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Wow, someone was like, just cause they paid for the ticket and the hotel and this and that and da da da, don't mean, huh? So that's the one thing about the shit, right? Where she if he gets her a $30,000 backpack, right? If he gets her this $30,000 backpack, and you're taking a very large gift, like, and so like there's a couple things here of just like, yeah, you decided, it went from not knowing how to pronounce this nigga name to being in the back of the car on a date. That's what you want to call this shit. That's what I'm calling. I'm calling a spade on a date, and then potentially accepting a $30,000 gift. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you do not intend to, you know what I'm saying? Just man, bro, y'all like I ain't got no cigars and tobacco right now. If you don't intend on putting out, then that's one of those, you should probably like refrain from doing and saying certain shit. That's my mentality. That's my mentality. Like, even if she's on some like if she does not plan on, you know what I'm saying, throwing the neck. If she don't plan, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying, what else we could, about some buns. If she ain't getting up no honey buns and she ain't throwing the neck, then you probably shouldn't be going on this date and throwing out there, yeah, let me try to get this $30,000 backpack. Agreeing to accept that type of gift. You know what I'm saying? It'd be shit like that. Because it's investment. You know what I'm saying? It's investment. And people got different bags. This, you know what I'm saying? Leonard Fournette just got back into the league. You know what I'm saying? This ain't third boom boom. He just got back to where he's, you know what I'm saying? It's different types of bags. Like, there are some people who they ain't gonna feel that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't about, you know what I'm saying? But, no. So that's the thing, man. But it ain't tricking if you got it. So, because there's just so many like different aspects and feels of like really the whatchamacallit here. Let's say he do like her and whatnot. You leading with money and buying her love, buying her attention, and like in casino, that was one of the things. Like, he was like, yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? We got all this. This is like $2 million in jewelry. Put that shit over here and this and that third. She was ready to do what? She came through. I'm leaving you. I don't give a fuck about this. I'm going to it and getting my money. He lies. Leonard Fournette on the Bills right now. He lies at 40 yards on 12 attempts in the season. Yeah, okay. So that validates what the comment said. The comment said, oh, he just now getting back to in the league on 40 yards on 12 attempts. Let me see. That's less than 4 yards. That's really like 3 point something yardage there. It's like 3.3. Okay, that's like he's averaging 3 yards a carry. That's a if I fall down in front of the line of scrimmage, those are those yards. Like, bro, this is not just not the whatchamacallit. He was a whatchamacallit. Like he was legitimate at one point in time to stand third, boom, boom. But I don't know, man. Oh, so yeah, the conversation. Okay, if buying her love, and you cannot be mad when, right? All of a sudden, if for some reason an injury away, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, you ain't got the money to buy her this, buy her that. Yeah, see, that's what he got. That's the claim to fame right there. That's the claim to fame. 1,000 yards, 9 yards with the Jags when he was a rookie. That's claim to fame. You know what I'm saying? But it's what have you done for me lately? Recently. Bro, if you ain't when you can no longer finance her, but his Ricky was his peak, living off the good old shit. Cause I typed in to see if there's anything that's on the third. Immediately peaked, like that was it. Cause I think if you type in his shit, it'll say LSU highlights or something like his college shit. You know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, every other season, every season had less than 1,000 yards every season besides one. So, bro, that was a motherfucking thing. So when you can no longer afford her, and then she decides to go with someone who can, like you like that's like you're volunteering yourself to be used. So, but if you get what you want and she get what she want, everybody's it's, all right. It's a thing. You get what you want, she get what she want. Everybody go their separate ways. Right? No feelings were involved to hurt here. It's business, people. Business. Business is business. Nothing more, nothing less. Feelings don't mix feelings with business. Uh, he got a kid. He should be focusing on getting another 1,000 yard season. He should be focused on getting his bag. Focus on getting his bag. So, um, yeah. I ain't know he had what you call it. So it's like you out here spending $30 on somebody you just $30,000 on somebody you just met. But your daughter, you can get your daughter on some what you call. I don't know. Again, we these those are rich nigga problems. Those are rich nigga problems. We can't judge somebody else how they spend their money. We listen and we don't judge. How somebody else decides to spend their money is how they decide to spend their money. That's neither here. It ain't my money to spend. It ain't my money to spend. Shit. So it's like that's one thing. It's like yeah, what you call it? Get a good future for $1, man. Maybe you never know. You've been in the I don't know how many seasons. You know. Oh, so he just got back in whatchamacallit. Yeah, you know how many seasons he might have started her trust fund up. You know what I'm saying? He might have started her a little trust fund up. So, um, she might have some money in an account, a trust fund that she can touch when she get 18. It's gonna build over time. You know those type of things. He might have did that already. We don't know. Why pocket watching? Pocket watching. But so these are all those type of things. Like you judging somebody on how they spend their money. You know what I'm saying? How they spend their time and money may not be true very soon. You never know. But it's just conversational purposes here. This is all for conversational purposes. Because I mean, she was making content. She sure was. She got me talking about it. And besides, if she was ugly, it wouldn't even be a conversation. That's another thing. That's another thing too. It so this is one of those. I'm curious to see where she goes from here. That's what the whatchamacallit is, bro. Like, because you know how like people get elevated to like certain whatchamacallits, and then it's like you branch out, you level like it. This is why it's I'm curious to see where she goes from here, because it's one thing. She like, mind you, I told you when at the streamer at the it was like a streamer's prom. She was the one just like, with the mic, what I'm saying, interviewing whoever decides to come past or whatchamacallit and asking them certain questions or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm telling you that to say like just the levels in whatchamacallit. Yeah. She like you gotta he said donate it. That was a donation. um Her shit is her name is Lola Ann. I think I literally think that shit is linked in with her. You gotta look at some of her socials. She, bro, I wouldn't say she probably like 20 something, bro. She probably like 20 something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure her Instagram. I ain't even go to her Instagram. I went to her YouTube because it's cool. Like I went to her YouTube, and so on her YouTube, I just watched that one video. But just seeing where she was, you could tell like, okay, boom. But she probably her, you know what I'm saying, early 20s. Um, but because I said the one shit to say like, you see like she's in the realm, she's in the space. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just mind you, if she went to whatchamacallit, the people that she would have saw, been in contact with, this and that, boom, boom. So, but now for her to be like that, she's in the back of the car with Leonard Fournette. You know what I'm saying? And he's literally like low key, kind of, sort of sponsoring her whole content shit for that whatchamacallit, like the date, the back of the car, all that shit. So, um, it's those type of things because there was, the one shorty from the whatchamacallit, you fuck up. Is she fucking up? Literally, like, she's fucking her way up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But she getting this and she getting that. And she, you know what I'm saying, work your way up. She, shit, bro. Bro, when you see her in the back of that car, you can be like, shit, bro. Shit, bro. I'm telling you. Shit ain't, I don't know, bro. Just, shit. Leonard Fournette thought it looked good enough to do that. You don't know what's happened prior to this moment, but I just know at that moment in time, he felt comfortable enough saying that, making the offer, even if it was for the cameras and this and that. Because she was like, "Don't lie to me." This and that, third one. Okay, because now you're gonna see if he come through with what he do. You on camera saying you was gonna get her the backpack. So if she come up with this backpack, two things can be true. He could be a man of his word. Who knows what she did on her side? Man, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at you, player. Shit. Shit. Well, some people was like, I want to delete. I think I deleted that shit already. Some people was like, bro, you ain't had to. You could have just did this for the box. You could have did this for the whatchamacallit, bro. You ain't had to do all that. You know what I'm saying? this, but yeah, like I said, um, it's it she because mind you, right, with something like that, it is okay. How do you how do you elevate yourself to a certain status or certain whatever, you know? Just because, bro, it's crazy. I done sat here and really talked about this for this long, but it is on some, just because he, okay, from there, right? What if nothing comes from there? It is, because that is a thing. Like, how does she, boom, elevate though? Like, whether anything comes from that or not, that is a whatchamacallit, bro. Like, how did she elevate from that? For instance, this is like, like, and this is one of the, like, this is why one of those, and, you know what I'm saying? She didn't know who it was, but other people, this and the third. So, of how do you get further? And I'm saying that in the sense of like, yeah, bro, that's just the thing, right? Because what if, just for conversation purpose, it's another man with the same amount of money, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't, him, whatchamacallit, doesn't necessarily, um, does that, yeah, I mean, just, there's an elevation, this and a third, but how does she pivot to really, move up to establish herself? And so, like, that's one of the, like, the other parts of this, though, right? Her establishing herself. Because if nothing comes from it, but let's say he does give her the backpack, he gets her the backpack or whatever, oh, she really got to focus on content. She really got to focus on content. You know what I'm saying? Or, um, what else? She has to elevate. But, nah, that may be another whatchamacallit though, too, right? Because, and that may be a whatchamacallit. You know what I'm saying? On some, I didn't see all her content. I only saw one video. So, you know how certain people, so for instance, with Kai, the fact that he was doing it at a young age and he was doing certain things, that's why his mentality is him working on content is, bro, I'm just fleshing out ideas. Like, I've been wanting to do this or do that and this and the third. And he's fleshing out content. You know what I'm saying? Whereas somebody could have got to a certain point, and this is again for conversational purposes, like cooking with Kaya. What that nah, cause see, she was working on something, then she just fucking just abandoned the shit. The point that I was about to try to make was, because I only saw that, so I don't know if she has been, you know what I'm saying, working on it so that, like, okay, she can get her shit better. Um, or if she gets to the certain point and it's like, well, that's why you're not going to flourish, because you wasn't working on trying to have better and put out better content. You know what I'm saying? So That's I don't know. I don't know. I would have to look into more of her content. But from what it seems like, she was already in that space and realm of like working, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get whatever. And so, that'd be the one thing of trying to like, really even figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like on some keeping growing an audience. Are you not entertained? You know? And doing content that you want, but that's still also entertaining to the masses. So I would have to look at her stuff. I would have to look at her stuff to see what it's like. What up, what up, what up then? That would be a thing. I'm gonna have to look into more of her content. What up? I ain't got no cigars and I ain't got no tobacco. When we talking, when we done. What's the conversation? What's the conversation when we done? I ain't even products, bro. I forgot to tag products. Let's go. Boom, boom. What happened? Mike Tomlin. I mean, is it time to change? Is it time to let that go? Whoa. Now that's news. Jerry, but hold on. Mike Tomlin walking is you know what I'm saying? That how do I say it? Mike Tomlin walking is it time for a different change? You know what I'm saying? Looking a different direction. Like it's been a little while. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little while of getting back to, prestige. Sometimes it's just we gotta change shit up, do something different. Now, I don't think Jerry Jones is the Cowboys let Jerry Jones go type of. I think doesn't he own them? Like there's no Jerry. Is Jerry Jones ready to let go of the Cowboys, which is not a thing. It would even seem to likely to happen. Uh, but Steelers playoffs, like you see what I'm saying? Like it's just like motherfucking Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is weird now. We need to, we need to. Bill Belichick been quiet too. They ain't been talking about him and his. Hey, I didn't. Nah, that's one of the things I ain't know about. I ain't know Bill Belichick was like 78, 9. Damn, I don't know how old. Yeah, Bill Belichick might be in the 70s, 80s. Nah, I don't know. But his girlfriend's in her 20s. I think he's in the 70s. I think she's in her 20s. I was like, that nigga live his best life. But it should be interesting to see like what the hell happens with him and I think he in North Carolina. He ain't even get to coach at the college yet. He ain't even coach a season of college. No, hell no. Bro, that ain't verifiable, bro. That he ain't even coach a season of college yet, bro. And then I don't know. The Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, I think my knowledge is he owns them. Is he willing to let go of that? It don't seem like something that's just like, yeah, I'm gonna just let go of that shit just randomly. No, no. I thought they was beefing. You did. That shit never. Whoever thought they was cool? Who said that they was cool again? The narrative was that they had a beef. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if you seen Bill Belichick, the Patriots, then, again, things are taking a different turn. So, might not be no, what's that thing called? We're getting a change of seasons. We're getting a change of seasons, so it wouldn't be too far fetched to see like coaches also starting to fade away. But Brady owning the Raiders, um, the narrative was that Brady and Belichick was beefing because well, who knows how things legitimately went. Yeah, and it was like you see how they part ways. So it was like there was like I don't know, but you know what you heard from what I heard on what I'm saying when we used to watch when that whole thing was going down, it was Brady getting old, so we might want to start to look at getting a new quarterback, building a new quarterback up, and working with that. And because it's hard to say like, well, once this quarterback goes and then you ain't got no quarterback, then you know what I'm saying, you ain't got nothing to build around, you ain't got no team this ain't third. So there was that whole like, okay, yeah, we trying to get Brady out, you know what I'm saying, gone. And then Brady leaves, wins another Super Bowl. So then it was like, well, it seems like he could have still played, and Belichick was like, we didn't see Belichick back in the whatchamacallits. Um, so they were saying like they had this beef, It's too much beef. I need some rice on this plate. And it seemed like that was the narrative. The narrative was that they did not see the eye to eye for like the last few years of Brady being in New England. The biggest barbecue, bro. Hmm. But seeing anything, it's almost like you can kind of picture or see something happening. Like for instance, it's like what if Joe Burrow had the Eagles online? Joe Burrow had the Eagles line. See, so I gotta be like I told you, I have not watched an NFL game in like years. You know what I'm saying? The last one I tried to watch was the last Super Bowl, and I stopped at halftime. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. Um, the time before that was the last Super Bowl that Patrick Mahomes really played in. I was like, oh hell nah, bro. When they lost, I was like, oh fuck no. But um, I don't. I say that to say I don't know what the problem is with Joe Burrow. Uh, I don't, and like how you catch whiff of things. I don't hear that like it's a problem with his O line or like the defense just be letting up too many points. It's not even his fault. Like so, but that may be a thing because I don't hear them complaining about him. I don't hear them complaining about the whatchamacallit. So yeah, so that kind of that's why I say it kind of makes sense because I don't hear people complaining about his quarterback play. So they're like, there must be some other shit. There must be some other shit. There must be some other shit. Um, they can't get their game together. That's why you had said that defense would probably let some points. They would let somebody put up some points like Cam Ward. You can get some points off them niggas, bro. You can eat. You can eat off of them. You can eat off of them, bro. So, bro, I want some tobacco, bro. I ain't had tobacco. Damn. A 40 burger. Shit. Well, shit, goddamn. He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna pick this. I'm about to pick these bitches apart. That's like I said. That's one of those. Yeah, it's like you can plan this game for somebody and you kind of like shut them down. But if you was to ever let them just like run wild, you know what I'm saying? If you ever just if you stop sleeping, if you just let Kelsey just do whatever you do and you don't whatchamacallit, you don't plan this game and you don't that thing like Steph Curry, same thing. If you don't plan this game and you lax off of them and just let them go crazy, ballistic, ballistic. She went ballistic. Hey, bro, y'all gotta know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that, ballistic. She went ballistic. You see my face? Hey, bro. There was these. Now, of whatchamacallit, bro. When it come down to like doing the reenactments and all this whatchamacallit, bro. Them two girls, I think their name is. I forget their names, bro. That'd be the sad part about some shit. Like, I forget their names for real. The shit might be Jade and Jada or something. But they was like ballistic. That was the first video I saw from them. And then um but then to like tap in and tune into their content, like they really be doing that shit, bro. That shit cool. That shit cool, bro. Like I appreciate how they do it. I appreciate how they put their little ring that's together. Sold the Bengals twice when Joe had Jamar. 200 yards on both games. Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase was the one. He had that, bro. That, bro. See, cause I be looking at different shit, bro. Like Jamar Chase was. I think he went. I think Jamar Chase was trending recently because this shorty, he curved some shorty. She tried to whatever, like give him a hug or something. He just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like move past it. Like it was the lightest of a hug and just moving past or whatever. But what I paid attention to was I was like, man, what shirt is that? I was trying to look at the shirt because the shirt was fire because it had like some random ass Japanese or something right there on the like the back part of the shirt right here. It's like the placement of it was just like boom, and I don't even know what the fuck the other part was, but that shit had just caught my attention. Like, so, but it was that and Jamar Chase. But then the shorty, she went trending a little bit afterwards, and it was like, yep, regular bop. She just a regular bop with her body done. She's a regular bop with her body done. Hey, bro, I don't know the next time I'm gonna cut my hair, bro. So there's part of like, bro, I gotta keep this shit like matted down, kind of, sort of, maybe low key, and then maybe getting like a pick one day in the sanitary room, boom, or trying to twist this shit out. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know who be doing that shit the right way, bro. I don't know how they be doing that shit, bro, but make that shit work, bro. Make that shit work. She was cool though. The last few jumps was cool. The last few jumps was cool because, and it's like just experimenting to see how certain shit go. You know what I'm saying? But, bruh, I think, bruh, and you know how like this one is some shit I say for the whatchamacallit, but it is on some. It's just how the shit play out. How the shit play out. Oh, because they say like certain shit gotta happen in like 24 hours. Talking cryptically, descriptively, but certain shit gotta happen like in 24 hours. So it's cool to just like test some shit out. Cause you can break some certain shit down, but you, you can break some shit down, and it seems easy, but then he be like, well, shit, goddamn. And I think today was at least decent. I think as far as like, nah, yesterday got me because it was them two it was them two Johns, and I was like, bro, like seeing the people that randomly pop in and would say some off the wall, and he's like, bro. And then how do you handle that and this and that, bro? So like a part of it, one part is like it's cool to just like boom, like because if you block them, that's just like that's one less person you got to deal with going forward, right? Is that um, but the other part of this shit was just like it'd be my response, man. It'd be my response. It'd be my response. So I'm like, man, I gotta make this shit. Put this shit for members. I think yesterday, that's what fucking got me because I was like, yo, all right, shit, man, this was a decent stream. And I had to just switch that shit. But that's one thing I appreciate about the shit because it's like I can put it at a joint that's like okay membership, or I can put it at a yeah I can at least put it for that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got to worry about you know what I'm saying certain shit, but. It's just like levels to it and whatnot. That's why I think it's still kind of it's probably cool. That's why I still think it's probably cool. And that's why it's like sometimes I do think like all right, boom, doing certain things for whatchamacallit. So it do be separate, you know. Like I got boom for this and then boom. So like I low key I was just thinking about that shit like almost feel like it's the same shit, but it's like, nah, this shit different now. Like, it's a whole new world. Like, almost shit. Like, oh, we on this side? On this, it's different on this side. Like, kind of sort of. So I'm still trying to like, I got a little bit of this on the third, but still trying to like figure that out. Figure that out. Just so that shit cool. Just so that shit cool. But I know like, you know, like at certain points and certain times, this and that, boom, boom. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't even know what's more called. Yeah, man, another day passing by and getting through another day, bro. I was thinking about that earlier today. It was like, you know, like just you, you ever been like, you know, like one they talk about this. One decision can completely change your life, and you never know what that one decision is. You never know what that one decision is, right? um, so for me, like when I wake up, bro, like when it comes to like the little stresses of this and that and the third, it'd be like 10 minutes max. At most it's 10 minutes max of just like whatever, and then the rest of the day is just like chill. Um, that's like I try to my best to like keep my mindset on like certain shit, but like that's why that shit is just like how much stress do you have within a day, right? Minimizing whatever. But bro, you do something and then you gotta clean up your mess. You made your bed, now lay in it. You made your bed, now lay in it. Hopefully it's a comfortable bed. King size. Nah, I mean, you know, niggas don't have water beds no more. I don't even know how to say. Oh, I thought somebody did had said something why they don't do that shit no more or something like that. That should be so like retro and vintage. That should be, bro. That should be different, bro. That shit, man. I would do that in 2025, bro. Whatever, man. Whatever. Low key, not even low key. Yeah. We're in the second half of the year. Like, literally. I think they said July 2nd is the midway point for the year or whatever. So, we're in the second half of the year. So, we're getting, it's the second half of the year. For real. Damn, like, goals, distractions, shit getting you off your path, and this and the third. Lock the fuck in, lock the fuck in. You know what I'm saying? That was the only deciding factor about that one shit the other day, bro. It was like, bro, lock in, bro. Um, and again, like, being on either side, I don't care. The bed is too big for me. If it's comfy, shit, I don't give a fuck about anything else. Like, that should be so vintage, bro. I would, bro, I would get one of them shits just to be like, it's a water bed? Yeah, it is. Bro, hey, bro, just imagine. This is why I said, I'm like, is this a water bed? Yeah. Bobs. That's Bobs, bro. That shit just different, bro. But it shit gotta be. I think there were some cons to it, but it's just the fact of just having one. It's just Bobs. It's still cool. Um, uh, Second half of the year goes. Oh, I don't know why this has been in my mind, but like being in a mind or just a frame, just like, all right, like if I had so much whatever, it would be okay. If I had whatever amount of tobacco, I would be thinking like boom, 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 like you know what I'm saying, putting shit out, putting shit out. But then the other side is like the waiting and the prepping and planning. So it get weird for because I don't gotta like. I just noticed that me prepping and planning when I finally go to the record and put the camera on, that shit just don't whatchamacallit, bro. But at this point, I'm not sure. The next time I go back to storage, well, it's about the American Gangster shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say. I figure out shit when I get there. I went to wear. I officially so I put the cow jacket on. I don't know what other jacket to put. You know what I'm saying? This and third. Oh, I gotta make sure that I get on. Now that's another thing. I can do that shit today. But if I do it today, it's two things. I either gotta get up earlier, or I just gotta stay up until a certain time, which ain't about to most likely happen because it's a motherfucking Saturday. Nah, well, it depends on that shit open. I still don't think that shit open early. But if I wake up earlier, I could oh shit. That shit is so random, but then it ain't. That shit is so random, but then it ain't, bro. That's wild. That's super wild. So, if I get up early enough, I can do the merch shit, make some new shirts. Uh, that ain't about nothing. That ain't about nothing. Yeah, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, tapping in, tuning in, engaging, you know what I'm saying. But what else did I want to do? Mm, I know it ain't worth writing down. Oh, well, I can probably put whatchamacallit. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. No, they ain't about nothing, man. They ain't about nothing. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? It's happening, tuning in with everything and whatnot. Because, you know what I'm saying? So somebody commented and it was like, so the quote from American Gangster was, one of the quotes that I like was, he was like, your success took a shot at you. And so he's like, we got a choice. You can either be successful with enemies or you can be unsuccessful and have friends. And so somebody commented and was like, that they were unsuccessful and didn't have no friends. My response is, this the perfect time for you to focus on being, you have no distractions or influences, friends. You have no friends to distract you or influence you. So this would be a time for you to go ahead, achieve that certain pinnacle height. And when you reach there, you don't have to, you know, again, you can, y'all wasn't in the gym shooting free throws with me. You know what I'm saying? So there's just so much in that. And the reason that there's a lot to like within that is because the whole, what's this shit? One part is, fuck you say this shit, man. Oh, you wanting to reach a point and having someone to share that with. Or, but at the same time, you wouldn't want that person to use you when you get there, right? So that could be a thing. That could be a thing. Or this shit is wild, dude. So like that's a thing. Then you got you reaching certain pinnacles, and Drake got so many songs talking about, you know, friends in the industry, got a lot of enemies. I think way from it, you know what I'm saying? Being at a certain point, like so, it's tricky and it's weird. So for like Steve Jobs, I'm not sure how he really, you know what I'm saying, passed away, but they say like the whatchamacallit is on some, he reached this level of success or whatever. They said his children don't really, you know, boom, rock, whatever, and people not being that fond of him. Like those are things. And when it comes to longevity, when it comes to longevity, now there be these whatchamacallits, bro, so like just of concepts, thoughts to entertain. And somebody talked about, you know, like this human life or whatever is something that souls do to escape, you know, perpetuity and the endlessness and the timelessness of things. So, like, conceptually, this is a thing, right? Like, we're not talking about any whatever, but conceptually, it's a thing to be like, coming to be human is just like, okay, I'm living forever. Every once in a while, I'm just gonna be just turned into a human. You know what I'm saying? So that's a crazy name to have. The crazy name to have. But every once in a while, I'm gonna be human, and that's only gonna last what, however many years, right? And then it's like I'm gonna go back to being whatever you want to call the other being, space, realm, whatever. And it's like, all right, I'm gonna go be human again. So like it's like the escape from that journey or whatever. So one of the concepts though is for for whatchamacallit, bro, like, of looking at things in that lens, and which one do you really care about? It's the Machiavellian question. Machiavelli poses the question: as a ruler, would you rather be loved or feared? That's the question, right? So, in relation to the whole Steve Jobs thing, does it matter if he was loved or respected? Or is it like okay that he's not if he was able to reach? Because I think somebody else left a comment and I was just like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? But in getting to a certain realm where it's raised, like however that shit has to go, um, the King Solomon thing that King Solomon has popped up on whatchamacallit a couple times now for having however many wives, concubines, side pieces, I got a main bitch and a mistress, and you know what I'm saying. So of how to go about those different things, respect, power, you know what I'm saying, a success, whatever. How we measuring the success? I don't know. What? Because the thing is, I'm chasing him being the way he was and getting to that point. Could he have gotten there another way? Also, by getting there, uh, could he have gotten there another way? One, but the other way is, could he have gotten there with the love and admiration? And how many people actually do? I think that's just in the how many people actually were like, I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. It be those things, right? Everybody's not going to whatchamacallit anyway. Everyone's not going to whatchamacallit anyway. No, like that's never been achieved ever. Reaching a certain level of pinnacle of success and people like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. For Elon, niggas don't like his car. You see what I'm saying? There's so many things that people try to pick apart. Don't like this, don't like that, don't like this, don't like that, don't. Whether it's the Cybertruck, the Tesla, if it ain't the Cybertruck or the Tesla, it's PayPal, is this, is anything that's in the third. They'll find some reason for whatever, right? That they just say, oh, I don't like Elon, I don't like Musk or whatever it is in the third. Boom, boom. Helping, you know. Well, I'm not sure how that really go with the elections and whatnot, but yeah, man, like just some people do certain things, but let's say it's just like let's say you take out certain things, and just say like, oh yeah, there's a person who just had this electric car and the electric truck and this and that third. Mind you, what do you then see other people do? Start to have electric cars and trucks and trying to make more of their products the same way. All right, so moving towards that and pushing it and doing certain things. I think one of the things about PayPal is you know how hard they say like it was a little bit difficult because now you see stuff like Zelle, Cash App, Venmo. You see a whole bunch of other ones, but it was this whole thing of how hard it was to like send or transfer money, and I think that was one of the things about PayPal. So just saying like, however somebody makes certain things and then people just whatever, right? Like for whoever, I mean, Bezos. I don't hear people complain about Bezos too much, but when they do complain, again, rich nigga problems. They complain about how he's spending his money. He goes send his bitch on a rocket ship up in the air. This what y'all doing? Y'all could be trying to fix. They been complaining how he spending his money. It's rich nigga problems. Um, the person who even owns McDonald's. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about the day. Like, McDonald's is because they were talking about. Uh, the, I don't know what was it. It was just a conversation. You know, like niggas just be arguing about over simple ass shit. I was just looking. I was just looking. So somebody was like, you know how many burgers they make and this, that, and the third, and you think that shit real beef? The person in the comments that I rock. If I'm at McDonald's, do you think I care if it's real beef or not? But then it's those people who come with some scientifics and this, that, and the third, and stats and this, that, and the third, and they're like, one cow can potentially make like 5,000 burgers, and then you know how many cows there are, and this and the third. So potentially, there with this many cows, you can have like 10 billion this and the third, and there's way more beef and this and the third, and so the shits they ain't them niggas them patties is like this bitch. I don't know. If I'm eating at McDonald's, do you think I care if it's real beef? That was the comment. I was like, yeah. Oh, bro, I like fast food, man. I like fast food. Oh, niggas did not rise to the top of the food chain to eat salad. Yeah. Wendy's, they also did not get to the top of the food chain to eat Arby's. That two things can be true. Hell nah. You think I'm gonna be? You think I'm supposed to be rah rah and hunting lions and tigers and bears eating salad? Fuck no. I like me a good burger. I like me some chicken. Churches, not Popeyes, not Bojangles, not KFC. Put me, bro. I might have to go to Texas and eat some Texas church's chicken. He's like, I have to do it. He's like, what is it? What's for? I just came to eat some chicken. Go to Louisiana. Why you? I came for some chicken. You got Louisiana. I'll go to Kentucky. You know why I'm here. I want some chicken. I just came for some chicken. But if y'all happen to have some liquor is quicker. Yeah. Man. Yeah. A pizza is like always seven. They got pizza out here. Go to Chicago. Why you in Chicago? I can't. Did you come for the chicken? No, hell no. Nah. I want some pizza, bitch. It's Chicago pizza. Y'all is known for pizza. I came for pizza. Where else? Is there any other state known for like food? Like it like you know, well there like in the other places like with the one Jane, you also should have got some gumbo. You should have got some of this, some of that. If you go to Louisiana, if you go to New Orleans, you want to eat some crocodile? It's crocodiles in the water. Staples has staples. Bro, uh, I don't, I don't think nobody else is really whatchamacallit, right? But New York, it's you got to go to a food truck. I feel like New York, as a food truck is more staple in New York. I don't know what any other. I'm trying to think. Then now, they got this thing with corn, and when I say corn, I'm actually talking about the food corn. All right, I'm not talking. That's not a pun for anything. But they actually have this thing with corn, and the corn be like, it got a whole bunch of stuff on it. It got, bro, I'm not that shit not sounding right, but it's an actual thing. I feel like you gotta go to Cali though for that. I'm not sure. I don't even know what they call that. I don't even know what they call that. It's an actual name. Elotes. I don't know. I don't know. That was the one time the corn was good. I was like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good corn. I forget what that shit was and what you gotta have put on it, bro. I'm like, yeah. Just I need to figure out the name for it so I don't sound so uncultured. Uncultured swan. Mm, 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 mm. Other than that, though, I'm trying to figure. Ain't nobody else really known for like no food and whatnot. But you know how like potatoes. I wonder. It's just a thing. Chips are fries, but with Idaho, no, Idaho, Idaho actually is known for potatoes. I wonder if they got good chips and fries, right? Is there anything else you do with potatoes? Chips, fries, that's it, right? I can't think. You know, like they got 1,000 uses for peanut butter. I don't know how else they was doing with the mashed potatoes. How did you? It's like, it's like, you can mash it. Right? How'd you forget that? Damn. You can boil a potato. But no, I want to know if okay, now somebody said, and she was being so difficult in her responses here. Um, the lady was like, somebody should open up a restaurant and just serve fries, nothing else, just fries, just all types of curly fries, waffle fries, shoestring fries, regular fries, fries, just fries, no nothing else. So they was like, what you're looking for is called this, and they actually put it's like one or two restaurants they actually linked to whatchamacallit, and they had some other things like, but it wasn't a lot. Like the main menu was a whole bunch of other types of fries, but she was like, no, I just want fries. I was like, bitch, bro, like, damn, they need to have some other shit on the menu, bro. Like they just like, god damn, bro. Because I think even whatchamacallit, the place that somebody had linked, they also had like loaded fries. I mean, and that's the type of thing too, like loaded fries, this that, like other types of fries, bro. But I ain't gonna hold you, bro. For me, I'm telling, nah, bro, man, I miss my dog, but um, bruh, I'm telling you, man, I would not mind going to whatchamacallit and them just serving me a whole bunch of chicken skin. I just want the skin off the chicken. Just give me the skin off the chicken, bro. That fried chicken skin different. That fried chicken skin is different. Oh, I'm sorry. Church is just give me the chicken skin. Sir, go ahead with your order. Just give me the chicken skin. Just put it in the bag. Put the fries in the bag, bro. Just put the fries in the bag. Just put the fries in the bag. Oh shit, bro. Bro, you ever see a frog? I don't know why, but like, okay, I don't hear no owls hooing or hooting. Let's go to Hooters. Get the what the fuck them flavors? Daytona? Hey bro, I tell you right now, I miss them. Omaha. Listen, hey bro, Hooters. I came for Hooters for the wings and some other things, but Hooters, oh my god, the Daytona and beach. I'm going to the beach, eat some Daytona Beach wings at Daytona Beach. It's the thing, people. Shit, I came for Hooters. If your chest don't touch the wall before your nose does, you're not hired. Anyway, bruh, Daytona Beach. Yeah. Why? Oh, the chicken. Oh, this frog. I was like, how the hell? Okay. Oh shit. Okay. So this is why it used to be called tangential thoughts. But because I think so I saw a frog, right? But what got me about the frog was you don't think about a frog turning its head, right? So I see the frog, but the frog has his head turned. And then, but animal with his head turned made me think about an owl. And an owl from elementary school, you either thought or know that an owl can turn his head like 180 degrees, whatever the fuck, right? So it made me think about an owl. And then I was like, an owl, hoo, like, so I like hoot. And then I was like Hooters, and then when you think about the wings, the Daytona Beach wings in Daytona Beach is the actual thing, like, right? And like in Florida, right? But don't they also got the Daytona 500, NASCARs and fast cars? That's how like my train of thought. If it's two guys and one girl, that choo choo, it's a train. It's a train. Two girls and one guy, that's a 1, 2, 3. Some things to talk about. Yeah. Hey, bro. Just imagine. Just imagine. Now, those are things you don't want to imagine, right? You don't want to have those conversations. We don't, no, you don't want to even talk about how, you know what I'm saying, those conversations, but like, okay, who has it? Okay. Bro. Oh. Bro. It's like, okay, I just told you about the frog, right? Now, the one cool thing was, I think I kind of saw this frog like eat a bug. Yeah. Because I need to figure out who eat mosquitoes. And we need to multiply those. Whatever eats mosquitoes needs to be doing its better job. But the frog hopped. Right. I'm about to show you. I think I can show you this. So the frog hopped, right? And it's right there. You know how like it's like natural, right? Like if a girl farts in front of you, you're like, it's okay, babe. But she's so embarrassed. So yeah, like you would think like a frog also like everything has to use the bathroom. Bro, the way this thing just said, I was like, whoa. Bro, it's like the first time, and I think it was just my snake or what, it was my first snake, bro. My first snake, bro, I had heard something. And I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Is it just me? Is it kind of hard not to say what the hell after saying what the hell nowadays? They did a good job. Whoever made that song. But so the first time I heard, I was like, what the hell? Right? I heard this noise coming from the snake tank, and then I'm like, what the hell? And then like, so I go check on the snake tank. I'm like, oh, this nigga shit it, right? That's the first time I ever whatchamacallit, right? So it's like I wasn't expecting this. Also, whatchamacallit. So it would be nice. I hope like I don't want the frog to move because I want you to stay. Oh, you might not be able to see the mess that it did. Okay, hold on. Cause it's like, let me see. Okay. So you can kind of tell, right? Like there's a mess behind the frog. That nigga did that shit. Whatever they say that nigga Ghost did, he did that shit. I saw him do it. This is the frog in question. This nigga. Hey, bro, dude, what do you call that? Like, is it still like? All right, bro. Like, if it's unhinged or whatever, this is just some raw con. But like, is it still called piss and poop? Do we? Is it still called excretion or desecration? Or is it still called that when animals do it? Well, I mean, of course, yeah, when dog, because it looked like it. But this nigga pushed this out, bro. I think you could tell. That wet spot, he did that. Like, he did all of that. He just pushed it out, like, without moving. And that's what, like, kind of got me. It was just like, yo, you just did that? You really just did that. So mind you, he did that shit right there. So that'd be another thing, like, that'd be the one part that'll get you, because it's like, anywhere that you walk or step, an animal could have really just cause it had to do it. But then there was this motherfucking, the shit tried to tell me, I gotta prove if I'm human. You a computer. How the hell? You making me verify I'm human, you a computer. You're a robot. You're a robot. Did y'all see the rest of the memes? Oh, I didn't, whatchamacallit for those. There's more memes. There's more memes for the whatchamacallit, bro. Yeah. Okay. That yeah. A frog did that. A frog just do. I'm not sure. What do we call that? Cause it just, yeah, it did that. It did that. Oh my gosh, it did that. Now I'm trying to switch the charger up to here. Charge my phone for a little bit. So the one thing about the if we go back to that $30,000 backpack, right? I'm not sure like what you gonna call it, bro. I just want to be able to make some dope ass shit, bro. And like with the storytelling and putting things together and having a little bit of all of that, You raggedy bitch. Did he actually say this? Or is it just because of the finger motion and the whatchamacallit? This is one of those. If you saw the movie, that's not how whatchamacallit. I wonder, no, because I feel like there is that one scene, I think it's from Baby Boy or something, and he pointed up, you raggedy bitch. But I think he actually says that. But I don't think he says that in this one, right? I think this just kind of fits the whatchamacallit. Bro, I be seeing this meme every day, bro. I be seeing this one every day, bro. I'm not sure if there's another one that I see every day, but head of HR? No. Head from HR. They tried to say that won't her. The work wife be like, mm, mm. They said, bro, there's some more memes that popped up, bro. I was like, bro, we're gonna figure out this topic's gonna blow over. In a couple days, guys. This topic's gonna blow over and be done. But I actually didn't see anything else. Like, yeah. I actually didn't see anything else beyond yeah, as far as like topics or anything else for today. So it do be the whole what is, if something is a distraction, what is it distracting us from, and what's really going on inside that room going? I don't know. But I don't know, has anybody, you reached that point? People reach that point, is like, let's go and pack this shit up. Like for the year. It's ready to start a whole new fucking year, bro. But then, well, the only thing I think about was like right now I can appreciate just the fact of like, I don't have to like wear my hoodie or any of that shit. Like even at nighttime, it's like it's decent weather, bro. Like decent weather. Um, but you know, the fall, I think, I think like that's when the one time everybody can like, they gotta work on their layers or, you know what I'm saying, put that shit on. Put that shit on. You know what I'm saying? I like put different like hoodies, um, and you know what I'm saying, with the fashion and whatnot. So, mm, man, man, you know, I'll say this. There's like so not knowing what's ahead, right? Not knowing what's ahead. The mindset, the mentality, right? So, and the reason I say that is like when I was teaching, it's it's there like you, for instance, like when I was teaching, for me to even think like to think about, you know, September, October, November, December, like it's like I know like, oh well, I know I'm gonna be teaching, like you know what I'm saying, I know what my Monday through Friday is potentially supposed to look like, where I'm supposed to be at, um, and like just that, right? Just knowing that for the most part, outside of, like if one of your family or friends has some type of whatever that you're invited to, outside of something like that, or you making your own travel or trip, like if you don't, outside of any of that, it's, well, you know what, I'll be Monday through Friday, boom, and this I'll probably be just on the third, da da da, ooh, right? And you potentially look forward to a vacation, look forward to that week off for Thanksgiving, a vacation in December, right? Maybe, depending on how you want to go about shit. Like that's how I used to at least be in a grand scheme, like look for it. But now, you know what I'm saying? It's weird to just be like, I don't know, I literally not knowing where the fuck, how like where I'm gonna be living, how I'll be living, any of that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and and there's there's like for lack of a better word, good and bad. But just, you just not knowing, just completely not knowing. And even in one sense, like, bro, if I was still whatchamacallit it, bro, that's one of the things I don't know about. Like, and so there's always that whatchamacallit, you can't even like fathom, just because like that's not how things went. You didn't choose to do this, you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Um, like you don't know where you would be at and how things would be. So can't even really like entertain that. But this one is, I don't know, for and it's like right now, it's, for lack of a better word, scary, kind of, sort of, right? For lack of a better word, now it's just kind of like scary, because you're like, well, shit, you really just don't know. You really just don't know. And um, like, and the reason I brought up the one joint was because there was a time where I thought, like, I was like, you know what? Even if it's not this, that, and the third, you know, building a structure or something so that it's like, if things were to, an American Gangster, he said, "Where's the money?" She like, "What money you talking about?" The money that when shit goes south and things go wrong, this the getaway money. Everybody has one. He's like, "Where's the fucking money at?" So it's like that. You like having a certain life, and it's like, you know what? Even bare minimum, this should be it, whatchamacallit, right? And I kind of sort of thought, that's how I kind of sort of thought that, like, the one joint where I was like, you know, even bare minimum, I'm going to be able to, I'm be like this. Whatever happens, well, not whatever happens, we know what happened. And it's like, though, like that's for me, April 10th. I can tell you, boom, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit. Um, I thought that that was going to be a bare minimum part, right? Of just rocking and rolling, and boom, that shit gets shut down. And then, and I think of, like, of all things, like, this was supposed, there was one part where it was just, you know, the scariness in it was, you know, trying to navigate the space and really understanding how to figure it out. Um, and it's just another one of those reasons why I do appreciate, um, and you know what I'm saying, I miss Bailey, but if she wasn't with me or this and the third, like, I really don't know how I would have initially even navigated this space. This motherfucker just bumped into the glass mirror. Top of the frog. But I think this was one of those things of, this was probably, and this, I used to talk about the one part being in a car, but being in a car, there was a lot, there's still safety in that, there was still stability in that, and there was a lot of things, you know, with that. And it's not funny, but to miss that, like those, even those times, um, is a thing. And um, so that's one of the things that it kind of like whatchamacallit, and it's just, you know how they say, like, it could always be, you know, and then when it does or is, and you're like, damn, you know. Um, but another part of it though is, you know, it. I remember this one guy. He said, not being where God wants you to be, and I'm like, well, how the hell ever could that even be possibly true, right? Because like it's those it's certain things that people would say, and I'm like, you do realize that it just leads to a whole contradiction. You know what I'm saying? So the one part of just saying, you know, well, this is how things can be, can go, should be, and saying, okay, well, this is how things supposed to go. This is how things supposed to be. Boom. It's supposed to get better. It's gonna get better. Boom. And living living like that. And so those be the parts when something does happen, and it's like, not sure when or how, but we're gonna keep moving past this. Um, we're gonna keep moving past this. And so, yeah, just this shit got me thinking, like, you know, like, cause it'd be cool to think about. Well, it don't be cool. It's certain shit like with the future and this and that third, but then there's a time where it's like, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. And every, like, each day, every day. And I think that's what the whole thing about the stress. I think that's how we got this whole part. Like, just each and every day, each and every day. And what does bring it, and what is the for it. And it's like, well, shit, this all you got to do to stress about, then boom, you ain't got to worry about this, you ain't got to worry about that. And simplifying, if you can find a way to simplify life and then get to a point where, boom. Because those are the two things I kind of liked about like that DJ Khaled shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I don't got this and that, and this person to do this and this that. I spend. Oh, he was like, shit. He had said something like, I don't want. When it came to like spending his money, he was like, he didn't want them touching the hard work. He was like, I'll work for this and the third. So how the hell I'm gonna hire somebody else to spend the hard work and like that, how this was earned, and this person controls how it gets spent. So it's cool to see how things work and play. And that's the thing to say, work and play. Keep things balanced. Have enough work, have enough play. And moving things either which way. So it's curious, but then it's at the same time, some parts of it, like you see how like faith is a muscle. Faith is a muscle. So how do you build any muscle? You know what I'm saying? You gotta use it. You gotta exercise faith. And like, you know what? Shit gonna work out. You know what? Shit gonna be okay. There's having faith in that, and bro, going back and forth between like, so many different whatchamacallits, bro. Like, here's the reality of things. And this one person, I would have to go. I'm not sure if I liked the video, if I forgot how to. I'm not sure if I could find the video again. But he had said that when he was being delusional, it was almost like the best times of his life because there was no fear behind anything. There was no worrying about an outcome or anything. It was just a living. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, dude had talked about it. So I say like being delusional is one thing, right? You're like, yeah, you can think and believe this and the third, but the reality of the situation, you know what I'm saying, of how things really are, and balancing those two, because it's like you gotta have a little bit of delusion to have some faith in some shit that ain't really foreseeable true. That shit should make sense. You gotta have, if you want to talk about faith, believe in something that you cannot see. That's the future. That's whatever. There has to be some type of delusion within that, right? That yes, it's like shit can be real. There's a real desire there, but you gotta have a little bit of something to think or believe in some shit that's just not true, or you not, or in the future, or whatever. It's just a little bit of something, bro. Um, so parts of it is like I can't really, whether I was teaching or not, I would still have this time off, you know. So I can't say that for the summers. Whether I was teaching or not, I would have time off. But next month, I get to say it again for the what year in a row? I think this August will be the third year in a row for me. I'll be able to say that. I know I know how it felt. It was scary in 2023. In 2023, it was scary. And it was, but I ain't know how to do shit. I ain't know how to, bro. If you go see them first ones, bro, if you see them first ones, bro, shit was really just, you know what I'm saying? I would probably even have to go. I would probably even have to sit down and sit here and try to figure out one of those shits, bro. But at them first ones, bro, them first ones, I was like, yo, I knew how I felt though. Of at least like, damn, like I'm really doing this, you know what I'm saying? By the time 2024 came around, last summer, last summer I had a job. Last summer I had a job. Um, and I think that it was like the first time of getting back to having a job and working consistently. And then it was like me trying to manage, okay, how much I'm gonna spend on my podcast, like just get the cigars and tobacco. It was trying to figure out that and getting, but it was cool because I was able to get like, I was, well, I don't, at the time I wasn't focused on like getting clothes and just, I think every once in a while I was still trying to figure out shoes because I was on my feet the whole time. So I think that's my only thing about shoes. I was actually legitimately trying to find some comfortable shoes. Um, but yeah, so last summer it was that, and this summer, mm, I guess that's one thing I can either, you can be grateful for and appreciate. Well, I'm always gonna remember June 5th. I'm always gonna remember June 5th. But because I seen the whatchamacallit pop up again about um, what's that shit that popped up? Oh, I seen I seen the whatchamacallit pop up again. Kevin Gates had said it though this time. Kevin Gates had talked about the whole what's that shit called? Oh, the journey and not the destination. The journey and not the destination. So it's bro, I just heard something and I don't know where that frog is at, but now I know that the frog will just let go and anywhere. But well, that's something to like think about. Journey and destination. Destination dictates the journey, right? Kind of, sort of, maybe. And does the journey keep going once you reach the destination? What do you do once you reach the destination? What is the destination? And not knowing what that is until you actually get there. Because then it's like, do you want to stop here? Do you want to keep going? Those be those things, bro. Those be those things, bro. So, it's curious to, God damn, bro. Appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you. Be easy, big dog. Be easy. easy. Appreciate you tapped in with me, man. Appreciate you tapped in with me.